Curious George makes pancakes. This is George. George was a little monkey and was always very curious. One morning, the man with the yellow hat woke George early. Time to get up, George, he said. The pancake breakfast is today. George loved the pancake breakfast. It was a fundraiser held every year to make money for special programs at the Children's Hospital. Besides eating pancakes, there were all kinds of games to play. Even the mayor came to play and eat. But first, he gave a welcome speech. Thank you all for coming, the mayor said. We appreciate your generous support. He thanked all the volunteers who were helping that day. And he finally said, Please enjoy yourselves and the pancakes that you paid for. When the mayor finished, the man with the yellow hat said, George, I'm coming. George, I'm going to buy our tickets. Please wait here and don't be too curious. George waited like a good little monkey, but something smelled good. Could it be the pancakes? George was curious. He followed the delicious smell and found a whole griddle full of pancakes. George watched as a man poured little batter circles and flipped them in the air. It looked like fun to make pancakes. George wanted to help. On the table near the griddle, there was a basket full of blueberries. These pancakes need blueberries, George thought. He sprinkled some on top. Meanwhile, the man at the griddle was so busy he didn't even notice Little Monkey helping him, but the line grew and grew. George's pancakes were a hit. Soon everybody wanted them, and the man could not keep up. Please wait, he said to someone holding an empty plate. I need to find an assistant to help me. I already had one. And just like that, he was gone. George looked at the people waiting in line and then the empty griddle. Why, he could make pancakes. He could be the assistant. George poured the batter into nice round circles. Next, he added the blueberries. He waited just a minute to let the pancakes cook. He flipped them over and then he added syrup. The line for pancakes was enormous, but with 4 hands, George made quite a chef, and no one's plate was empty for long. I've been coming to this breakfast for years, a man said, but I've never seen pancakes made like this before. I've never eaten this many pancakes before, said a girl. I didn't even like pancakes before, said another girl, and they all lined up for more. When the man returned with his new assistant, he was shocked to see a monkey making pancakes. This is no place for a monkey, he yelled, and he began to chase George away. George hadn't meant to cause trouble, he only wanted to help. Now he wanted to get away. Quickly, George found a place to hide, and the man and his assistant ran right by. But where did George go? That's a good hiding spot. When it was safe to come out, George jumped down. He was covered in syrup like a pancake, and he was sticking to everything. George was curious. Could these napkins help get him clean? Fail. No, the napkins only made it worse. What George needed was some water to wash with. Well, here's the perfect thing. George climbed up. This would do the trick for a sticky monkey. George sat on the bench and splashed himself with water, but all of a sudden, splash! George was in the water. What a surprise! George climbed up again and splashed down. He had never been in a dunk tank before, and he'd never had so much fun getting clean. Soon everyone was having fun, and the line at the dunk tank grew even longer than the line for the pancakes. Later, the mayor came by. I've heard about your delicious pancakes, he said. You've made our fundraiser a big success. have a special favor for you to ask. At the end of the day, George got to present the money from the fundraiser to the president of the hospital. Thanks to you, George. This has been our best year ever. Will you come back again and make pancakes next year? George nodded, and everyone cheered. You can decorate pancakes just like George. Add fresh or frozen berries or chocolate chips to make smiling faces before flipping the pancakes over or while they're still hot. Create different shapes with the batter, letters, animals, even a monkey shaped pancake. Use powdered sugar to create your own snow globe, or whipped cream to add hair, or draw a beard on your smiley face. Let your imagination run wild. Pancakes aplenty. You can buy pre made frozen pancakes to heat and decorate, or you can try your hand at making your own. Here's an all purpose recipe. Ingredients: 1 egg, 1 1/2 cups of milk, 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of butter or oil. Directions: mix the eggs and the milk in a large bowl slowly and add the dry ingredients. Have an adult heat the griddle or pan and add butter or oil to it. Pour batter on the griddle until the pancake is the desired size. Flip once to finish cooking when the surface begins to bubble.